welcome to the WTV Live Network, where it is Rivalry Week here at Westside High School. I'm Brian Kelly, joining me in the broadcast booth this evening, Zach Kastrick. Zach, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm ready for some Rivalry basketball this weekend tomorrow.
It's a great night for basketball here at Jim Tangdahl Court as the Crusaders of Omaha Marian travel here to Omaha Westside for the annual Varsity game, the third year in a row for that trophy, and Westside has won it both years back-to-back, and Westside's hoping to win a third in a row. But Zach, let's take a look into this matchup tonight. Westside coming in this matchup, number 9 in Class A, 11-8 on that record. Marian, 12-5. Let's just talk about both of those teams here.
I mean, Marian, their record is a lie. They're way better than it shows. They've lost some games they probably shouldn't have, including that Westview game earlier this season. But they are way better than their record shows. It's very deceiving. This Westside team's got their work cut out for them tonight. This is not going to be a cakewalk. And Westside's on a 3-game losing streak, just proving this is going to be even harder for them this week. They've lost 3 straight games to Bell West, Millard West, and Millard North just the other day, just earlier this week. And that Bell West game earlier on Monday, Ryan, that was a heartbreaker. They very well should have won that game. Just a few minor mistakes at the end of the game was the result in that loss. They should have won that game. So tonight, they're coming off that 3-game losing streak. Momentum is not high. They got to come out to a hot start and get ready. And Marian showed up tonight, Ryan. Their student section showed up in numbers, and they had quite an entrance.
I mean, let's talk about Westside's past schedule. You mentioned it a little bit there, but this Westside schedule has been a gauntlet, to say the least. I mean, Bellevue West, Millard North, that's just a tough schedule. I mean, Coach Clark, I mean, if you look at these final score here, Zach, they've been pretty close except for Millard West. But Millard West is just Millard West. They're a dominant team in Class A right now.
I mean, yeah, Millard West, by far the best team in the state. They're really good. Only lost to the top team in Iowa, Millard West. They got 2 really good players over there, the Gesser sisters. So not honestly surprised that Westside wasn't able to come close in that one. But Westside, I mean, like you said, that gauntlet, it's been such a rough week these last weeks with 3 straight losses. In the beginning of the season, they've had a really hard schedule, and it's honestly amazing the progress they've made from last year to this year. It is a complete 180. These teams are completely different. Kamora Jenkins for Westside has stepped up in a huge way coming into her junior season, and then Kara Strickland transferring in from Bellevue East. That might be the move of the century.
Now, looking at Marian real quick, Zach, went against Buena Vista, a heavy loss to Bellevue West. This Westside team, even though they've lost to some of these top-ranked teams, Zach, they've stayed with them. I mean, they stayed with Central down only by 10, but Marian, they were just blown out of the water by Bellevue West. And then a loss to Pius, which is a great loss there for them, but a great victory for Pius. And then a win against Omaha South, 70-36. So Marian has kind of had it, ups and downs here so far on the schedule, but let's take a look at some of the keys to the game for Westside. Just handle that pressure. Marian's going to put a lot of pressure on them tonight. There's lots of pressure coming from that student section, too. It's going to get loud here tonight, and as well as just play tough. I mean, this team's going to play tough, and Westside just has to stay tough with them. Zach, do you want to talk about Marian?
I can tell you this is exactly the place I would not want to be if I was a Westside kid right now. That far left corner, Ryan, that is going to be a nightmare for any Westside player who gets trapped over there. You're going to have nonstop noise coming from that student section. Marian students know how to show up for a game, and they proved it tonight. And they're going to be a huge key in tonight's game.
Yeah, but there's some other things for Marian as well. They just want to slow down Westside because we saw that a lot in that Bellevue West game, Zach. It was just once the Westside got that open court, they were making those shots, and they were just going down. So if they can eliminate those runs from Westside, they could try to come out on top for this game, Zach.
Yeah, Marian, they're not a fast-paced team. Westside, they're going to run up and down the court. They want to turn it into a track meet. That Bell West game, Ryan, it looked like a track meet out there. They were running nonstop 100-meter sprints up and down this court. Marian's going to try and come into this game. They're going to dictate the pace, and I wouldn't be surprised the team that wins this game is the team that's able to dictate the pace. If this is a fast-paced game, I honestly see Westside coming on top with not a big issue, and if it's slow-paced, Marian's got a great chance.
Well, we're going to take a step. We're going to step away here, folks, from the broadcast. We'll be back here with the starting lineups for both teams from our PA announcer. We're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network.
lineups. First, the Crusaders visiting from Marian. Starting in guard at 5'10", senior number 22, McKenna Stover. Back in the guard at 5'10", sophomore number 30. Back guard at 5'10", junior number 32, Grace Patterson. Back guard at 5'9", junior number 40, Elsa Bedrock. And a forward at 6'3", senior number 50, Maggie Tynan. The Crusaders are coached by head coach Tom Traverti, assisted by Eric Thompson, Cassie Jones, J.P. Franco, and Jerry Oatmans.
Here we go.
And now, here's the starting lineup for your Westside. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 1, Sanai Foster. At guard, a 5'6", senior number 3, Carol Strickland. And at guard, a 5'6", junior number 4, Kamora Chicken. At guard, a 5'7", junior number 13, Kat Cobb. And a guard, a 5'7", senior number 21, Cindy Hickman. Assisted by Tom Roscoe, Gary Cahill, Thomas Benedetto, Mackenzie Duffy, and Liz Robinson. Your officials for tonight's contest are Mike Texas Wilders, Macho.
Welcome you back to the WTV Live Network, where it is time to play basketball here at Jim Tangdahl Court. In case you missed it, my name is Ryan Kelly. Joining me in the broadcast booth, Zach Kastrick. And it's rivalry week here at Jim Tangdahl Court. We have the number 9 Westside Warriors and the Marian Crusaders coming to this matchup here. Zach, this is going to be a great matchup here tonight.
This is going to be an absolute dogfight between these two teams, very evenly matched. Both teams have great coaches. They know what they're doing. Marian's coach just had his 500th win, huge mile mark in his career. Both of these coaches know what they're doing. It's going to be a dogfight. And Ryan, I'm not sure if this is being played at Westside by the way I see Marian students. They came out and showed, and this sounds like a Marian home game.
Gosh, yeah, look at that red shield. Not too many people out there, but there's quite a few Crusaders in the student section there. It'll be Warrior basketball to start out here. There's Jenkins off to Gahan. Back over to Strickland. Strickland working her way around behind the sea of blue, back up to Hagan. There's Strickland, shot clock at 15. Back and forth there from Strickland to Hagan. Hagan over to Strickland, off to Gone. Back out to Strickland, shot clock under 5, and that one's out on the baseline. Lots of pressure there, Zach, and that first initial play.
I'm giving credit to Marian's defense and their student section. Those Westside players cannot hear each other. They have to be on point with communication all night. It's going to be hard to hear with those fans.
I mean, it's just loud here in these headsets. My right ear is already starting to ring a little bit. Crusader basketball here. Shot clock under 20. Under pressure there from Hagan and Strickland. And there's the whistle.
Light little bump foul trying to come off that screen. You got to be smart. You can't get into foul trouble early in this game. And Marian doesn't miss free throws. If you give them easy points at the line, they're going to take advantage.
Stover there with the inbound. Off to Patterson. Back over to Stover. That one's out there on the sideline. Make that Warrior basketball. Check that Crusader basketball.
They signaled that the wrong way.
That's Stover there. Off to Tynan in the paint. Back over, look to take the shot. That one, no good. Shot clock will reset with Warrior basketball.
They got to keep crashing those boards like they did there. Westside does not have a height advantage in today's game. And if they don't rebound, it's going to be hard.
Strickland for three. That one no good. And there comes the noise from the Sea of Blue. Going off to Tainan in the paint. Up, no good.
She had the shot there with her height advantage. She's got to convert with those easy bunnies.
Interesting battle here with Foster and Tainan going down underneath the hoop. There's Strickland for three. That one no good.
Not a good start from the three-point line. And Westside girls team there known to live or die by the three. So if they struggle to hit those threes tonight, it's going to be a tough game.
Another shot there. That one off the back iron. And Foster able to pick it up there. Off to Jenkins. Jenkins over to Strickland. Strickland shoots for three. Bang! It's good!
Shooters shoot, Ryan. Just because you miss your first two, Kara Strickland, she is not going to stop shooting the three, and that is exactly why.
Kara Strickland, one of those three-point leaders on this team, leading in this matchup as well tonight, Zach. This could be a three-pointer game. There's the whistle, and looking for the and one play, but she'll go to the line.
There's been a lot of contact between both teams on both ends of the court early in this game, and they haven't called it to begin. So I'm curious to see if these three officials are going to be consistent with how they call this game, especially with all the contact. It looked like they may have missed a early double dribble. Steve Clark was upset about that, but it's going to be interesting to see how physical this game gets.
That's Paige Miller checking in now for the Crusaders.
And speaking of that chippiness, Ryan, both of these teams are huge rivals. They have a trophy on the line for this game. So the referees have to remember this game could get out of control.
1 for 2 on the line for Dabendi there. The Warrior basketball here. There's Strickland for three. No good.
That was almost a big mistake by the Marian defender going underneath that screen. You can't go underneath screens against shooters like Kara Strickland.
That one down. Looking for somebody to get off to. That's Miller. Miller jumper there. That one nowhere near. Second time here. The shot clock's just under 15. There's the whistle, and she'll shoot for two.
Like I just said a few minutes ago, they have to be careful in the paint. There's going to be a lot of fouls, and they've already called three. Westside has to be careful with the amount of fouls they're picking up. And this girl at the line right now, Elsa Vedral, this is the heart and soul of this Marian Crusader team. She needs to have a good game if the Crusaders want a chance to come out on top.
One for two for Vedral there. They get a 1 point lead for the Warriors. Just about 4:45 left to go now. Kind of slow starting minutes here, Zach.
2-3 zone now by the Crusaders. Looks like they're trying to close out on shooters. We'll see if Westside can break this zone.
Warriors taking their time there. There's Jenkins for three. Man, that's good! Kamora Jenkins for three.
You gotta close out on the Westside shooters. You have to.
Shot there for three, no good. There's Foster trying to go coast to coast, but under pressure, trying to get that one up and blocked.
Good defense from behind without fouling.
There's Vedral for three. That one's good.
Gotta close out on her, Ryan. She's a heck of a shooter, a heck of a ball player. She's gonna have a good game, and Westside's gotta find a way to stop her. Westside's points have all come from three-pointers. Looking to see if they can get into the paint with this 2-3 zone. Perfect positioning right now by the Warriors, leading to a good three.
Strickland for three, that one no good. Crusaders take this one back down. Looks to shoot, tries to go into the paint, that one back out in the baseline. See Patterson and Slattery back out there for the Crusaders. Shot there, that one no good. As Freeman takes this one down for the Warriors. Gahan off to Strickland.
Still in that 2-3.
See if that 2-3 can work here for them, Zach. So far been kind of unsuccessful, but
They need to get somebody in the high post against that 2-3 zone. That free throw line is the open area, that small little arc. Have to get somebody up there or the 2-3 zone is going to work 99% of the time.
Virgil trying to drive up. There's the go out. There's Mia Jurosevich now for the Warriors. Checking in there for Strickland. Also Tynan out there for the Crusaders. There's Virgil. Pass there in the paint to Tynan, off her hand. That's Warrior basketball.
That is great defense underneath by Elise Peterson. She is outsized down low there, but they need to try in front the post. Elise Peterson, she did an amazing job getting in front and not allowing the pass down low.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. Back to the WTV Live Network, where the Warriors only lead by 1. We're just 2 minutes and 24 seconds from the half. So far been kind of a slower start to this game, as both Crusaders and Warriors are kind of showing a good match for each other.
A lot of three-point shots by both teams. 3 of the 5 from Marian and all 6 of Westside's points. I'm looking to get these teams in the post. Still that 2-3 zone. They need to get somebody in the high post. Westside's doing a pretty good job trying to break the zone.
There's the whistle there. And
it's a great off-ball foul. Good eyes. They're just down low. A lot of contact, but Westside's still not getting anybody to the high post. They have 2 players in the short corner, but that's pretty easily shut down if you run the zone right, and they're doing exactly right.
First foul there for Stover. Peterson off to Foster, off to Freeman. Jenkins, kind of a miscommunication there. As Foster over to Jurosevich, that one out and off. Make that Warrior basketball. It's 44, Anna Kramer for the Crusaders, back out.
Marian, a really deep team. They're going to play a lot of players to try and keep up with the Westside pace.
Shot there, that one no good. As Virgil brings that one down. Trying to drive up and in, no good.
Like I said, there's been a lot of contact on both ends, and the officials have done a great job preventing them from getting it out of hand. They're making great calls right now. That was a good foul call underneath Elise Peterson. You have to stay vertical. That cylinder rule, Ryan, they just brought it into basketball just a year or 2 ago. You have to stay in your cylinder if you're a defender, and Peterson just came down with her arms.
Tied up at 6 apiece now. make that 7 as the Crusaders take the lead for the first time. There's a minute 35 left to go here in the first. There's Freeman over to Foster in the paint. She'll lose control and out to the baseline, make that Crusader basketball.
That was a good play there by the Warriors, getting it down low to Foster, trying to break that 2-3 zone, but she just couldn't handle it.
It's Tynan underneath the hoop there, pushing Foster out. There's Vedral. That one out, and it'll be Warrior basketball.
She's trying to play one-man basketball, Ryan. It's just unfortunate. She hasn't been able to find anybody open. Westside's playing great defense, forcing her to try and do it all. And things like that happen when you have to do that.
Vedral once again there. That one in for 3.
Man, those stats don't lie, Ryan. She's a great shooter, and she has a really quick release, meaning Westside has to really find a way to close out extremely fast on somebody that can shoot like that.
Freeman over to Foster. Foster off to Strickland. Strickland looks. Trying to find somebody there right into the hands of Dobendi. The quick turnover there for the Crusaders. There's Tynan under pressure. There's the whistle. There's jump ball. Just 39 seconds left to go.
Westside still struggling to find a way to get past that zone. Steve Clark, I imagine when he called that timeout, he was trying to tell Westside, hey, you got to do this to beat the zone, and they haven't been able to do that.
There's Dobendi off to Tynan. Under pressure there from Peterson. It's Kramer over to Tynan from the free-throw line. That one picked up by Foster. And Rosevich will take this one down. Under 20 to go. There's Strickland. Strickland looks, shoots for 3. Rattles out. And there's Peterson with the rebound. No good, but there's the whistle.
Ryan, Elise Peterson is one heck of a ball player. You know, just a freshman, already up on varsity. She gets a lot of playing time behind Foster down low in the big net center position. She's going to grow into be a great player. And boy, does she love to crash the offensive glass, trying to get those offensive rebounds.
I bet, Zach, when Westside and Marian swap hoops here at the quarter, it'll be nice for Westside because they won't have that sea of blue behind them there when they're shooting for their 3-pointers there.
They are loud. It is not easy to shoot with fans like that in your ear. And especially as a freshman, you're not used to that kind of pressure shooting free throws.
1 for 2 there for Peterson as we're 6 seconds left to go.
No silly fouls here, Ryan. Be the 5th.
Miller trying to drive. Is that one no good? And there's the buzzer. And at 1 quarter here, 7-10 in favor of the Crusaders. Zach, what do you like so far from both teams?
First, I like to mention Westside caught a break there. That was a foul going into the hoop. They're lucky. That had been two free throws for Marian. But I love the decision by Marian to play a 2-3 zone. They're doing a great job. Westside, they're launching threes. Yeah, they've made a couple. They're launching threes, and it's just not working.
You know, looking at, Westside, you're down right now by just a few. Just what do you think Coach Clark is saying to those teammates, or to those players down there?
I think Coach Clark is telling them they have to find a way to break a 2-3 zone. They've struggled. The best way to beat a 2-3 zone, one high. It's called a high-low. One high at the free throw line, one low. And right now they're trying to play double low, 2 players on the block, and it is just not working. Steve Clark is going to message to his team, they've got to play high-low basketball to get into the paint.
Moments away here from period 2 where the Crusaders lead 10-7. Warriors trying to get back on the board as they've not led since the Crusaders have taken over the scoreboard. There's Gahan back out there for the Warriors. And we'll see the starting few here. Shot there from Jenkins for 3. Yes, sir, that one's good for a 3. Make that 10 apiece.
That is one way to break a zone, is to just shoot absolutely lights out from 3.
Now we're tied at 10 apiece here, and there's Miller up. No good off the glass, and they'll get their rebound there. And back over to Miller. Miller trying to get around Hagan. Driving into the paint, blocked off of Gahan's hand. That is Crusader basketball.
Checking in number 12,
Brugman now in there for the Crusaders. Trying to make something happen here. That's Dalbendi. Back off there to Stover, and there's the shot clock will run out. Shot clock violation there, and it'll be Warrior basketball.
That is great defense, a lot of pressure. Marian just couldn't get it into the paint, and that's what they've been doing well, so good tonight. And they're getting those open looks after they get paint touches, and they just weren't able to do that there.
There's Hagan trying to drive in there into the paint, up and in for 2. And the Warriors will take the lead for the first time.
And I love that energy from Foster. She goes in, she gets those easy buckets, draw the contact, and she made a subtle little hint at the Marian student section saying, I'm still here, you might want to tone down.
And one play there, no good there. It's like somebody will lose their shoe, and there's a whistle. And Strickland will lose her shoe.
I thought that was a foul. Kara Strickland kind of got toppled on after she came down with that board, but we got a no call underneath.
Give her just a moment here to lace back up and regroup as a team. As Westside, if they can get back on top of this score here, Zach, this could easily be a Westside game right here.
This is a fairly low-scoring game. I came into this, I thought it would be a lot higher scoring, but that 2-3 zone by the Crusaders has just been so detrimental to the Westside offense.
Pressure there from the Warriors. They're trying to get him. That's Patterson over to Tynan, back to Patterson. Over to Vedral, little jumper there, no good. Will get her rebound. Trying to set that one back up. That's Stover, back out to Vedral, over to Patterson.
Shot clock reset though with that miss, so they've got plenty of time.
Crusaders just taking their time here, going back and forth, back over there. Shot there, no good. From Patterson to Strickland, or strike that. Jenkins will take this one down for the Warriors.
Steve Clark is just trying to tell these teams to go. And Westside is doing exactly what I said, Ryan. Steve Clark has done a great job. They're playing high-low basketball. And look at that. They got a great look with a floater by Kamora Jenkins.
Right idea, but not working in their favor. Long pass there over to Patterson. Patterson finds the hoop. Up and in for 2.
And that looked like Westside basketball there, Ryan. They got in transition. That's not Marian's bread and butter. But when they do it right, they do it well.
Tied back up now, 12 apiece. There's Foster in the paint, blocked there by Tynan. There's that height, Jack, that you cannot block from Foster.
That's great idea though there again, Ryan. They're playing high-low and they're getting better looks. If Westside can find a way to convert on that high-low offense with Foster up top, Marian's going to be forced to come out of that 2-3 zone, and we're going to get a moving screen.
Warrior basketball here.
And Steve Clark just coaching up Foster there a little bit. Pump fake in the paint, and he's saying, if you can draw that defender in the air and get that contact, that's going to be a foul 9 times out of 10.
Hagan back over to Strickland. Finds Foster in the paint. Over to Jenkins. Jenkins under pressure. Foster trying to drive up and in, but there's the whistle. Looking for the possible and one there, but she'll still go to the line.
You can tell she's frustrated down there. She's working really hard in that paint, and that time she got rewarded with the foul call. If she can keep playing like that down low as a smaller player against the bigger defenders, it's going to be a tough game. But you got to convert on your free throws, Ryan. Those are free points.
Especially in this high stakes of a game, Zach.
Yeah, very high stakes. That Warsader trophy on the line. Westside is yet to let Marian have it in the first 2 years of that trophy. But if you can't make free throws, it's going to be a long game.
Yeah, 0 for 2 there. Down goes Strickland. Hard hit.
She's hurt. She got hit hard there. Kind of took a shoulder, elbow, maybe to the head.
We'll see trainers come out here, but we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back here after this injury timeout. Never mind there, folks. We will come back here after our...
That's Warrior fighting right there. She got hit really hard. Looked like she might have taken a little bit of contact to the head or neck area. I mean, props to Kara Strickland for popping right back up.
We just want to catch your breath there. And just regroup there, make sure. All right, that was a pretty hard hit. Despite that, it'll be Crusader basketball. There's Tynan up and in there for two. Make that 14-12, the Crusaders' first lead here in this second quarter.
I love that basketball, Ryan, and still with that zone, but Westside's playing it right with the high-low.
Let's see if they can get Foster and Gahan underneath that hoop too, because we got two potential people there. There's Freeman, looks to shoot. Gahan gonna take this one over to Foster. Foster off the glass and in, tie it back up 14 apiece.
That is perfect offense, playing through the corner and the high post. When you get in the corner, you create that driving lane and wide open at the top of the key every time because it's a 2-3 zone. That is exactly why you have to have a player at the top of the key.
Shot there from three. Bang! That's good. DeBendy for three. The Crusaders will take the lead once again.
Elsa Vedral is one basketball player. She's playing really well basketball, and that is exactly why Marian is in this game.
There's Jenkins for three. That was no good. Patterson off to DeBendy. Over to back to Patterson. He'll take good time here. Shot clock now just under 10. She'll find Tynan. Miscommunication there and off into the red shield.
These final 3 minutes are going to be really big.
Few Crusaders check in here. The Warrior basketball. Hagen off to Freeman. Back to Hagen at the top of the key. Over to Freeman. Find Gahan. Gahan off to Foster. There's Freeman for three. One no good. Rattle out.
Live or die by the three, Ryan. Right now, I think they're dying.
Drive up, that one no good.
That's great cylinder defense by Foster. Like I said, she walled completely up, making it a difficult shot, but not committing a foul at the same time.
Right now, if I think you're Westside, Zach, you just want to get back on top on that scoreboard there, because you want to go into half in the lead, especially against a team like this. Great defense there from Miller. That one from Freeman, nowhere near.
That was kind of a weird shot. I don't know if I would have taken that. That's a deep three early in the shot clock. But these final 2 minutes down by 3 are going to be a huge, huge part of this game if you're Coach Clark and the Westside Warriors.
Stover up. Another steal there from Miller. Block there off of Peterson. Warrior basketball.
Really, really physical down low, and I kind of like it. These officials are letting these teams play, but you can see they are not happy on the Marian sideline. Coach Traverti is very, very upset. He definitely thought there was at least one foul on that possession.
Final minute 50 here to go. There's Gahan trying to drive over to Peterson. Peterson up and in. Make that 16.
Great pass down low. They're playing that high-low to a T.
There's that whistle once again, and
I think Coach Traverti's message down there kind of worked. He got the foul call that time.
Miller at the line now, shooting 2. One off that glass is see a few Crusaders checking in here. Ooh for 2 there for Miller. Off the foot. And Warrior basketball. There's Foster now for the Warriors.
Huge last minute 29 for these Westside Warriors. They got to find a way to get a couple of buckets in the hoop before the end of the half.
There's Strickland driving down over to Foster. Foster trying to drive, blocked there by Tynan. Once again, that height, Zach.
She did a great job walling up as well. She did not break that cylinder. So another good call by the officials.
Miller up and in and one.
And that time you see Peterson did a great job. She was in the cylinder, but she kind of left her feet. And that's, I think, why they got the foul call there. Steve Clark disagrees with that, though. He thought Peterson did a great job walling up, which she did. But when you leave your feet, you become very vulnerable to a body foul.
And there's Miller now on the line shooting 1. And no good. It'll pick up by Urosevic. Under pressure, off to Strickland.
Still in that zone, and Westside's gone away from that high-low. I just don't understand why they haven't kept a player high.
Another steal there, wide open hoop. That one up and in for Bergman in there. As the Crusaders will take a large lead here in the final minutes.
This has been a catastrophic last minute and a half for these Westside Warriors.
Urosevic for 3, bang! Mia Urosevic, the Warriors just trailed by a few.
Marian's gonna hold for the final shot. They've made that clear from the sideline. This will be the last possession of the half. Westside has to get a stop here.
Red Shield there with their drive. There's the foul, and Coach Clark not happy with that one, trying to get that and 1.
I'm kind of in the boat there with Coach Clark on that one. The Marian offense player there, she kind of created that contact. She came straight downhill. And from my point of view up here, it looked like she got majority ball.
Stover there on the line. Pursuit there for her, trying to get her own rebound, no good. Final seconds here with Strickland. Strickland throws that one up, no good, and And we have, Zach, 21-19 in favor of the Crusaders. Let's just recap that first half, Zach.
I mean, it was pretty evenly matched, but that 2-3 zone by the Crusaders down here has been absolutely lethal, and I just don't understand why Westside is struggling so much. When they've played that high-low offense with Foster at the free throw line and Peterson or gone down on the short block or even in the corner, they've done a great job of finding open looks. And as soon as it starts to work, I don't know if that's something that Coach Clark, maybe they saw in film or something against the 2-3 zone, but then they go away from it and they have 2 players on the block playing down low instead of somebody at the free throw line. And playing that high-low against the zone is absolutely crucial. Finding that positioning at the free throw line creates so many easy shots in the paint, and Westside just hasn't done that.
You're kind of adding off there, Zach. I think their problem there has just been that number 50 Maggie Tynan. She's been underneath that hoop and been able to just block Sinai Foster. I mean, Sinai Foster only 6'2" on our sheet here. Tynan only 6'3", so I mean, just a little bit taller than her, and that could be the factor there. But so far, the Crusaders leading 21-19. We're going to step away here, but we're going to leave our cameras on for the competition dance team here, as well as the Sparkles. But we'll be back here in just a few minutes.
We'd like to welcome to the court our unified basketball team. Last week, our black team took first in the unified champion schools tournament, and our red and white teams took second. Tonight, they are going to showcase their skills as they prepare to host Pavilion La Vista South on Monday night at Westside Middle School. Game time is 6 p.m. Come and support your Westside unified basketball team.
folks. The Westside Unified team out there at halftime playing, preparing for their match, showing off their skills. Zach, I mean, we saw quite a few great plays out there.
There's some ballers in that group, Ryan. Those Unified kids, they're playing really good basketball. They look really good.
Great opportunity here at Westside as you can join Unified basketball and many other Unified sports here, as well as track coming up. But great to see the Westside community and Marian fans as well cheering on for these Unified basketball players. Zach, 19-21 the score in favor of the Crusaders. Or just kind of pick up where we left off. Just what are things you dislike or liked and disliked from the first quarter and second quarter?
I'm just going to keep saying the same thing this entire game if things don't change, Ryan. Westside, you have to play high-low basketball against a 2-3 zone. That's bread and butter. I just think you have to continue to find a way to do that. And Westside, they really struggle to do it. They're playing two people on the block. And I'm not going to sit here and say it's not the right play. In my opinion, you got to play high-low. It worked. That might be something Coach Clark told him is to play two on the block. But from my vantage point up here, Ryan, you have to play a high-low against the 2-3 zone. That's simple basketball.
When we saw that high-low in action, Zach, though, and we saw Maggie Tynan out there on the court. I mean, it was just tough for Foster or Gahn or even Peterson to get that ball into that hoop. So, I mean, that might be a factor going forward here. We saw it a few times there, but we can see if that continues to happen here. But Westside only down from by just 2 here.
I think despite that height advantage Tynan and the rest of the Crusaders have, Westside, they've gotten some great looks down in the paint, and they would be absolutely out of their mind to not keep going back down low, especially to Foster and Peterson, and keep crashing that offensive glass, especially Elise Peterson, who did a great job in the first half. Please crash the boards if you're the Westside Warriors.
Westside looking to take home keep the Warsader Trophy for a third year in a row of the trophy being in existence. We'll start out with Crusader basketball, start out this third period.
I think a big advantage Westside's going to have is they're not playing with that crowd on that side of the court in this half. That's going to make a big difference.
And here's Patterson blocked there by Foster, and she'll go down. There's the whistle, and there's the push.
Still physical. Foster looks to be a little slow. She's going to pop right back up, though. She is battling down there, Ryan. She's had a heck of a game trying to play down low.
Foster's still looking good after that hit. Let's hope she's not injured there. When we talk about keys to the game, play tough. That's been true this entire game.
They are battling, especially down low with Peterson and Foster. Back to that 2-3. We'll see if Westside can do what they need to do.
There's Hagan off to Strickland. Shot clock under 20. Hagan,
a lot of players
this
on
for
the arc.
herself. That one no good, as it'll be Crusader basketball. That's Stover taking this one down now.
A lot of standing around that three-point line. That's not a recipe for success unless you shoot really lights out, and Westside has not done that tonight.
There's Vedral. Back off to Patterson. A little bit of confusion there. Crusaders trying to make something happen here. Can't find the open player. That one back off. There, that one for three. That one no good. And Jenkins will take this one down. Up and in for Sydney Hagan. We're tied at 21.
That is Westside Warrior basketball. Get a rebound, get in transition, and they did that perfectly on that possession.
21-21 the score, and Warriors are trying to come back here. That one for three. Bang! That's good. That's Vedral.
She has had one heck of a game, Ryan. Vedral has been playing super hard. She's had a lot of great looks from beyond the arc, and she's not just doing that for herself. She's creating shots for her teammates, which is one of the most important things you can do as a point guard.
Warriors trying to make something happen here of that big three-point play. There's Foster up, no good block. They're off the back of the hoop, and will be taken away by Tynan.
I like the idea, though. Keep going down low.
Anderson trying to find somebody open. Taking her time. Back there, off to Stover.
Good
away there
gap
by
defense.
Strickland.
Get in transition. It leads to good things.
That's good! Kara Strickland for 3. 24-24.
Getting in transition never leads to bad things. And Kara Strickland said, let me pop up from 3.
Those are those runs that Marian wants to stop, and they just let that one happen there. There's Tynan for 2. That one no good. Rebound, no good. Third time's a charm. Up and in there for 2.
Gotta crash the boards. Offensive glass has been a little bit of a struggle for the Warriors tonight.
Hagan over to Strickland.
I want Strickland to take over this game, Ryan. She's been shooting really well, the best shooter on this team right now, and she's been playing by far the best basketball for the Warriors tonight.
That one just grabbed away there by Tynan as Peterson. Check that, Patterson, excuse me. Take this one down. It's taking her time. Shot clock under 20. Tynan in the paint. Tynan off that glass, no good. Second rebound. There's the foul. That one's good for the and 1. Chance here for Marian to try to run away with this score. That's Stover now on the line.
Offensive glass, it's a killer if you can't get the rebounds. Last 2 possessions, second chance, third chance points for the Crusaders down low. And if you can't get boards, you're giving up free points. It's no different than being at the free throw line. Offensive boards are free points.
24-29.
Westside, they had that run and they couldn't keep it going. They gave it right back to Marian and let them have a run of their own. And they got to close this run and get a stop on defense.
See Jurosevic now out there for the Warriors. There's gone. Off to Strickland. Over to Jenkins. And just taking that time. There's gone.
Good positioning. I really like it.
A botch pass there over to Gone, but she'll maintain. There's Foster. Foster out to Jurosevic. Jurosevic for 3. Yes, sir! 3 points from Mia Jurosevic.
Westside is shooting way better from the three-point line in this half, and they need to keep it up.
The turntables have turned, Zach.
Yeah, the round tables have turned.
Tynan keeping that one alive. She'll step on the line. Warrior basketball.
Great defense, Ryan. Westside, this has been a game of runs, and it is back and forth. This is great basketball, and it is really well-deserved. They're fighting for something really important to these 2 schools, especially for Marian, yet to have that Gorsader trophy in their trophy case. They really want it.
There's Jurosevic off to Jenkins. Jumper there from Jenkins. No good. The Marian basketball.
Got to get back on defense, 3-on-2.
That one over there to Miller. That one up and in. Stover. There is the timeout on the court.
These fans, Ryan, they are electric right now. And this is a game of runs, and these fans have gone back and forth with excitement. And right now, Marian is having the best of the Warriors in the last few minutes. They have to get a stop. And Coach Clark, you can see, like, he's clearly unhappy with his team and the way they're playing. And I like these last few offensive possessions from the Warriors against the 2-3 zone. But between offensive boards for the Crusaders and the inability to get back on defense, it has absolutely killed them in the first 5 minutes of this half.
Talk about that. 3-pointer there. Westside can just keep cashing in and cashing out. I mean, those shots have been pretty green, Zach, so if they can just keep cashing in and cashing out like Tyler the Creator, I think they can make something happen here, but they just got to get back on top.
They got to find a way to get some stops on defense. And they're doing what they did in the first half, but Marian has just gone about it different ways on the offensive end, and they're playing great complementary basketball right now.
Jurosevic under pressure off the foot of the Crusader there.
That's high IQ basketball right there. When you're trapped in the corner, just be smart. And she threw it off a Marian defender. That is high IQ basketball by Mia Jurosevic. Still that 2-3 zone.
There's Strickland over to Jenkins, back to Jurosevic. Over back to Strickland at top the key. Strickland over Jenkins, shot clock at 5. One off the Crusaders and take that.
They're gonna have to reset the shot clock there. Just a second, maybe 2 for these Warriors to shoot. That's plenty of time to get a catch and shoot, but you have to have somebody open off this inbound play.
See what they can do here. A confusion there from the refs. Gonna see.
I don't know if they have a way to add time to the shot clock here.
I believe he's asking the shot clock operator to, they can add 2 seconds, and I don't think they can, but there's the shot clock violation there on the Warriors.
Yeah, they had to manually run it there. She counted in her head 1,001, 1,002. Just can't add to the shot clock. Got to get a stop here on defense.
Gotta stop this Crusader momentum. Looks to shoot, shot clock now under 20. Fusion there, there's the whistle.
That is an amazing possession of defense. Great call, 3 seconds down low. That's something you never see called in basketball anymore. And it has been happening all night in every levels of basketball. I absolutely love them calling that.
Rosevich off to Jenkins. Jenkins back to Strickland. Wide open shot for Strickland. No good off that front iron. Trying to get the rebound there, but under pressure will be Crusader basketball.
Good job getting back in on transition defense there.
There's Vedral. Once again for this Crusader team, trying to drive in. One up, no good, and picked up by Gahn. Long pass there over Jenkins. Jenkins give it off to Euroswitch. Euroswitch trying to drive. Back over to Peterson. Picked up there by Stover. That one up, no good. And off the side of the hoop.
I mean, Marian is just doing it every which way right now. In the first half, they were shooting a 3. They were getting post touches down low. And now they're playing transition. They're playing Westside basketball, which is something you usually don't want to do. But Marian is getting in transition, and boy, has it worked out well for them.
First shot good there for her, and we'll see a few Warriors and Crusaders checking in here. We've seen Westside in this down spot before. They've came back, but what can they do now? 1 for 2 for her.
Down by 5, gotta find a way to beat this 2-3 zone. It's been a struggle in this half again.
A little bit of a change of pace in this game, Zach. It was, the shot clock was getting really low, and now they're just playing really high tempo basketball. That metronome is just ticking even faster.
I mean, Westside, they're struggling to bake a 2-3 zone. I'd really be curious why that is. Because I know Coach Clark and these girls know how to play against a 2-3 zone. They've done it before. I just don't understand why they're not doing it right now.
Freeman under pressure, shot clock under 10. There's Strickland with the ball, going to drive up. She'll keep it there, up. Into the hands of Peterson. Back up once again, up and in for 2. And 1 there, there's the whistle, and she'll shoot 1.
That is great offensive rebounding by Miss Elise Peterson. She is so good at getting down low. And I would just like to send a message down low to the Marian sideline. That is not a double dribble. That's a power dribble. You can do that in high school basketball.
This is this momentum right here, Zach, that this Westside team needs right here. I mean,
these coaches have had their fair share of chirping with these officials. But overall, I think the officiating's been good. But, you know, that's just fighting for your team. Both of these coaches have done a great job. But Westside needs to find a way to keep this momentum and get a stop right now on defense.
There's Vedral. Jumper there. That one up and in for 2.
And when you can't stop her, you can't stop the Marian Crusaders. And Westside has done a iffy job at stopping her tonight.
Throw switch off to Freeman, and we're under a minute to go here in this third period. Warriors gonna have to clutch up here. Freeman under pressure. That one lost. They have a fight for the ball, picked up by Foster. Strickland will lose control, down goes, and there's the jump ball.
I mean, great hustle by both of those teams. Ball is falling all over the court. You got to give props to those girls for running out down there. They're fighting for every possession right now. And every possession matters in a 5-point game with only 8:33 to play.
I mean, it comes down to this here, Zach. I mean, obviously 8 more minutes left to play, but any extra points you get here to get ahead of this Marian team here. It's been a little while since Westside has led against Marian, but it's been a close game so far.
I want Westside to take a lot of time on the shot clock in this possession if they can.
Warrior basketball here. There's Strickland. And there's the whistle.
And right there, that's the same official, and he's done a great job of calling 3 seconds. It's absolutely amazing. He is doing an amazing job at calling 3 seconds. It's just not something you see, but those 2 players down low are doing a great job.
Marian will call a timeout here, and we'll see. We'll keep this one here on the WTV Live Network, but 34-29 the score. I mean, can't get any better than this. Zach, you have something to say?
This timeout right here, coach knows how important this possession is going into the end of half. The difference between a 7 and a 5-point game, or even 8 points if they can find a way to get a 3, is absolutely massive heading into the fourth quarter with the momentum. He is drawing up a top-tier play right now, looking to get an amazing look for his team at the end of this quarter.
After the timeout, it'll be Crusader basketball. That's Stover, the inbound here to timeout. She'll find Miller.
Plenty of time to run your offense here. And they're definitely going to hold for the last shot, obviously.
Stover off to her twin sister, Stover.
Go now.
Shoots for 3. Bang! That's good. Stover there. That's the end of the third period. Zach, 37-29. What's your thoughts?
I think this crowd is really loud. That's what I think. These fans, man, they came out and showed out tonight for their Marian Crusaders. But that was a Tier A possession by the Marian Crusaders. Did a great job waiting to the end of the shot clock, and they got an absolutely fantabulous look in front of that Marian student section in the corner. And that difference, an 8-point game heading into the final 8 minutes with the momentum, that is not an easy task for Coach Clark and the Westside Warriors.
Actually, I talked about how loud it is in here. I mean, I can barely hear you at some points. My headset's almost maxed out.
I mean, I like to think it this way. This is an all-girls school here in Marian, and boy, have they showed out for their team. But you got to think, it's kind of disappointing. Obviously, you don't see a lot of Westside fans showing up for this girls team, which they deserve it. They're really good this season. But just wait till tomorrow, Ryan. Westside boys versus the Creighton Prep Blue Jays. That's going to be an amazing game. And if you're in here, you might want earplugs. It's going to be a loud game. But this game, man, it is loud with these Marian fans. They are doing an amazing job coming out for their team.
Actually, I talked about it's about 3 or so rows, 3 to 4 rows of red shield there. But final 8 minutes here to go. Westside down by quite a few. 37-29 the score. There's Stover going to find Tynan in the paint. Pressure there from Foster. That one up, no good.
Good call down low, a little bit over and back. That is great boxing out down low by Foster. And they need to continue to get those boards and play defense like they just did. But what they also have to do is find a way to get something going on the offensive possession. and that's what they've struggled with. They are way below their season average in points. This is very low scoring. So Westside's got to find a way to get points, especially against such a good 2-3 zone.
Westside not down by too far, Zach. What do you think they can do here to try to get back on top? Because it's been quite a bit of time since they've led.
They need to play high-low offense. I just don't know why they're struggling so much in the zone. And they need to hit their threes. And
no good.
Keep boxing out. Those are some big boards.
Big energy change here as Crusaders really capitalizing off these small Warrior mistakes here. There's Patterson. Finds Tynan in the paint. There's the whistle. Looking for that and one, but will go to the line.
That's a good pick and roll. Tynan, man, she just rolled straight to the rim. Got a good look, drawed the foul. And Westside, it's just been those offensive struggles. Less than 30 points in 24 minutes of basketball is just not good for them. They score way more points, but there's 2-3 zone. I don't know how many times I can say it. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me say it. This 2-3 zone is just so good versus this Warrior team. And if teams decide to watch film on this game, I mean, Westside might be in a world of hurt because teams are going to start running a 2-3 zone against Coach Clark.
10-point lead here, the highest it's been for the Crusaders all game. So we're just under 7 minutes to go. Mirosevic, there's the whistle. That one on Miller. Who first, team second will be Warrior basketball. So finds Strickland, and Strickland just looking for something to happen here. Floater there, and that one no good, picked up by Tynan. Under pressure there from the Warriors, trying to find something to get out to. Finds Vedral. Back out to Patterson. Back to Vedral. Over to Patterson, finds Vedral. One up, no good. Saved there by Peterson. Marian Harris not happy with that one. Looks like she could have stepped out. Lots of anger there. It'll be Warrior basketball. And there's the whistle.
Those are two complete turn of events. Westside's got to capitalize with these mistakes on one end by the Crusaders. I mean, I'm not going to say anything. She might have been online. She might not have. We have no way to tell from our angle. And they're still trying to get explanations. They're adamant she stepped on that line.
Well, it's too late now, Zach, as that play is in a few seconds there. It'll be Crusader basketball as they have to take this one back down. Taking their time here now. That's Patterson. Over to Tynan. Blocked there by Peterson. And picked up there by Vedral. Jumper there from Vedral. That one's good for two. 41-29 the score.
Elsa Vedral has ice in her veins, and that pun is intended. She is playing so well.
Love the Frozen reference there, Zach. There's Vedral once again, just taking her time, slowing down play. And there's a timeout there.
Westside, with this timeout, you gotta regroup. You gotta figure out what you're gonna do. Down by 12, 5 minutes to play. It is very easily able to come back.
I talk about coming back here, is that you down by quite a few. What do you think Westside has to do here?
I think they gotta score some points. I hate to state the obvious, but the 2-3 zone, I don't know how many times it's going to come out of my mouth, but this team has got to get some points on the board.
And yeah, you're down by quite a few here. It'll be Crusader basketball to start out here after the timeout.
Westside also has to remember they do have 3 timeouts. Don't be afraid to use them if you need them in loose ball situations or on inbounds.
So far, Crusaders just came into this game and really showed how dominant they are in this matchup. There's Tynan. That one no good. Second time. That one's up and in, and there's the whistle and one.
Offensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, offensive rebounds. You have to get rebounds on that end of the court, and Westside has just struggled to do that tonight. But you got to give props to this Marian team. When you have the height advantage, find a way to get past those defenders and get those boards. Tynan's done a great job with the rest of her team tonight at that.
Get their own rebound, communication, Warrior basketball. Warriors down by.
Hit some shots if you're the Warriors and you're very much back into this game. And those shots have got to come fast. They got to get some points on the board. It's been a hot second since they put points on that board.
You know, Westside just has to lock in here, Zach. This is a full-minute timeout, so we're going to take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. We welcome you back to the WTV Live Network, where the Crusaders lead 43-29. We're just 4 minutes and 43 seconds left to go here, folks. And Westside still a few timeouts on the board. Marian with 3, so Westside could try to come back here.
Need to get some buckets in the basket, and it's going to be hard. They've struggled versus 2-3 zone all night.
Those buckets have not been green for this Westside team. Euroswitch under pressure, shot clock under 20, going to give it off to Foster. Foster over to Strickland. Strickland looks to shoot, take it for herself. Up, no good, blocked by Tynan. There's Jenkins with the rebound, no good, not green. Down goes Strickland, but Warriors will get the rebound for a third time. There's Freeman, no good. Fourth, and there's the whistle.
I mean, that's one way to keep possession, but they went 0 for 3 from the line on that one possession alone. They have struggled to shoot the 3. And I don't know if this is every team in the state of Nebraska. That includes college basketball, especially the Creighton Blue Jays. But live or die by the 3, and they have sure died to the Crusaders tonight.
Warrior basketball here, trying to make something happen after 4 times there. Strickland for 3, that one no good.
Just not their night from 3.
Miller open hoop up and in there for 2. Make that 45. Now there's Freeman over to Euroswitch. Euroswitch trying to drive in. Back over to Strickland. Strickland off to Jenkins. Looks to shoot. Jumper from Freeman. No good.
And now they're going to slow it down. Under 3:30 to play. Up by 16. This is smart offense. It's going to be hard now.
There's Miller. That one off the hand of Eurosvich will be kept in play there by Patterson. Patterson up, no good. Picked up there by Foster. Over to Jenkins. Back to Strickland. Miscommunication off into the Westside benches. This is not looking good for the Warriors right now, Zach.
They've just been all out of sorts tonight, and I think that kind of stems back these last 3 games before that. This is going to be a 4-game losing streak if they can't find a way to string together a lot of 3-pointers and make a massive miracle here.
There's the edge roll. There's the whistle. She'll shoot 2.
Elsa Vedral, she has had herself an absolute game tonight. She has played so good, averaging 12.8 points per game this season, and she is skyrocketed over that number. She has played so well. Gotta give her a lot of credit. But yeah, she's scoring points. But when you can create shots for your teammates, that's absolutely amazing, and she has done that tonight.
There's Strickland taking this one down for the Warriors now. Off to Jenkins. Over to Freeman. Trying to find Foster in the hoop. There's the push.
18-point game, 241. They're in the double bonus, so they're going to get a couple of chances at the free throw line. But you got to get some buckets and get a stop on defense.
If you're Westside right now, you just got to get that momentum rolling because you're down by quite a few. You got 2 minutes left to go. I mean, this is going to be hard for Westside to come back, but can they pull it off here?
You got to hit your free throws. Good start there, but you got to keep hitting them. I know this crowd is loud.
Probably one of the loudest crowds Westside has played in front of here in their home court. 2 for 2 for Foster. Make that 47-31.
They're going to give themselves a chance here if they can get some stops on defense.
There's the whistle there, and that'll be...
And those are not stops on defense. Fouls. Marian's shooting free throws now, too. That's the 5th foul of this quarter. And Marian is a great free throw shooting team. So, I mean, this is going to be a danger zone. And just as I say that, she misses.
Talk about commentators jinx.
I hate that.
One more for...
Maybe I should do this. They're a really good free throw shooting team. Maybe
0 for 2.
Play it to our advantage.
Strickland for 3. Bang! Kayla Strickland!
They're going to give themselves a chance. Got to get stops, though.
They got to stop this Crusader defense, and there's the timeout there called by the Crusaders. Big play there, Zach. I mean, if this Warrior team can get that momentum, I think they could do it.
13 points. It's very possible with 2:16. Westside's got a long way to go, and we'll find out if they can do it right around the corner.
Welcome back to the WTV Live Network, where the Crusaders lead 47-34. We're just get underway here. I mean, Westside wants to win this one here and take home that Warsader trophy for the 3rd year. Keep that Warsader trophy, I should say, for the 3rd year in a row. They're going to have to fight.
A lot of fighting, down 13 with 2:16. Get some stops, and I say they have a chance.
There's Dabendi off to Patterson. Over to Vedral.
And get the ball out of her hands. She's been an absolute nightmare for the Warriors tonight.
Tripped up there and over. Back to Stover. Shot clock at 5. Could we see another violation? Up. That one off the hands. And
that was great defense for 34 and a half seconds. But you got to play 35 seconds. And they picked up a foul in the last second or so of that shot clock. That was a dream possession for the Crusaders, taking that much time off the clock and still having a chance at free throws. And Marian's a really good free throw shooting team.
This might just be the nail in the coffin, Zach, as minute 50 left to go, 34-47. You're going to need quite a miracle to come back.
Marian's a really good free throw shooting team. They don't miss from the free throw line very often.
Backing up, rebound.
And the commentators doing some work on the free throws, but I can't help the Warriors get offensive rebounds.
Now there's Strickland off to Jurosevic. Jurosevic under pressure finds Freeman.
Gotta go fast.
You're running out of time. There's Foster. Over to Strickland. Tight defense here from the Crusaders. Jenkins trying to get that one up. There's the whistle. She'll call a foul. She'll shoot 2.
15 points. That's a lot of points with a minute 27. I'm not liking the chances Marian might walk out tonight with the Warsader trophy for the first time in the 3 years of this trophy match.
Strickland, 1 so far, 35-49. Two for 2 for Strickland, make that 36-49 now.
Get some stops, and it's not out of the question. They've got a long mountain to climb. It's going to be a journey, but if they can fight, get some stops, find a way to knock down some threes and get some easy buckets. But you got to get stops quickly, quick stops.
Summit or bust.
And Marian's going to do a great job of taking as much time off the clock as they can.
Good break up there from Foster, and a fight there. Clark looking for the jump ball. Shot clock at 10, that one blocked and taken to the Warriors' possession. It's gone, we'll bring this one down. Over to Strickland. Yeah, under a minute here. This looks like the Crusader game up for Foster. Up and in there for 2. 38-49, and looks like, Zach, the Crusaders will take back the trophy. I shouldn't have spoke too soon there. It'll be...
All they have to do is find a way to take possessions. I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe try and start fouling. Marian can miss a bunch of free throws. It's not out of question. But getting steals off inbounds is a huge success.
There's another timeout here. Westside has one more full timeout here, but we're going to take a timeout too on the WTV Live Network. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. We're at the final 43 seconds where the Crusaders lead 49-38. Looks like they're going to take home the Warsader Trophy for the first time in 2 years.
I mean, shout out to them. They played a really good game, especially on the defensive end. Just got to find a way. I don't know. I really thought that was a jump ball. I mean, that was great defense. They saw the foul, so I mean, you can't argue with it. It's a foul, I guess, but Marian, they've they've done really well at shooting their free throws. Absolutely not. They've missed the last 4. But we're going to keep saying they're doing really good. Maybe, hopefully, they keep missing. Really good free throw shooting team. I can only do so much, but that's only 1 for 5, so not a great way to close out a game.
Crusaders will break 50 in the final 40 seconds.
Low scoring game, low scoring game.
2 for 2 now. We're in the final 40 seconds. Gone for 3. Bang! 10-point lead now for the Crusaders. We're under 30 seconds. Jenkins up and in for 2. They're going to call a timeout.
Good idea. Call that timeout. You got 5 quick points. Leads down to 8. If you get another steal off an inbound, that could be a 6 to a 5-point game. So, I mean, it's not out of the question. It's more than possible, but Westside's got a long way to go. But Coach Clark is going to get his Westside Warriors in a good spot.
Now 51-43 the score. We're going to keep this one here on the WTV Live Network.
I want to keep saying it. Shout out to these Marian fans. I mean, the students,
A
cheerleaders.
sea of blue.
It's absolutely amazing what they did tonight to come into this game.
See the red shield there, out there doing the worm.
These student sections, man, they like to have fun. But Marian, I think they got the best of the red shield tonight. It's a little lopsided.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a uneven balance there.
But what is not lopsided right now is the way Marian's playing basketball. They're playing really well. They just got to close it out. Starts with finding a way to get this ball in bounds.
Crusaders will have it there. There's Vedral trying to get something to happen here in the final 20 seconds. Again, no shot clock, so they can just sit with this one here. And the Warsader trophy will go back to the Marian Crusaders. There's the whistle, but
I love how Elsa Vedral took the ball up the court. She took 8 seconds off the clock there. That is exactly who should have the ball in this situation. I mean, you've got to shout out the Marian Crusaders marching into the Westside Warriors home floor against the number 9 team in the state. They showed up with their fans, and they played an absolute fantastic game on both ends, especially the defensive end.
and there you have it, folks. Grosevich will take this one down for the last drive there. Up, no good, and kind of fight there for the final
They really
seconds.
trying to drag out this game. It's 100% over. Marian, great job by them. They deserve it, man. They played a heck of a game.
Again, folks, do not go away from your screens, as in 24 hours, we'll see the final score of Westside Creighton Prep for the second time here in this season.
I got to say something about that game. You got to show up. You got to tune in. That's going to be a heck of a game. And if you show, bring your voice and bring your ears. It's going to be loud.
There you have it, folks, the final score of this match. 52-43 in favor of the Marian Crusaders, and the Marian Crusaders will take home the Warsader Trophy for the first time of having this trophy in existence. And we'll see our DJ here at the scorer's table, Cedric, gonna award them the trophy.
I mean, they deserve this, Ryan. Absolute fantastic game. They deserve this Storm Court, and they deserve their Warsader trophy. They played so well, but this defense, what a game they played with that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, the Crusaders will take down number 9 Omaha Westside, and see Cedric present the Warsader trophy as the Crusaders will take that one home for the first time of having this trophy for this matchup.
Get that 2024 plaqued onto the Warsader trophy. They deserve it. They played the better game, and you can't lie. I don't know how many times I can say it. You just got to give some mad props to the Marian squad. And those students, they deserve some credit too.
Well, folks, I'd like to thank you all for tuning into the broadcast. The Warriors will lose 43-52 to rival Marian Crusaders. Again, do not go away, folks. We'll have coverage tomorrow night at 7:15 as the Creighton Prep Junior Jays will come to Jim Tangdahl Court and will take on the Omaha Westside Warriors. Again, on behalf of the entire WTV Live crew, I'd like to thank you all for watching and have a great rest of your night.